Welcome, and thanks for joining me for Pathfinder Kingmaker. We're here at the Skunk River, at this ford across here where we fought a bunch of kobolds, and we ran into our old friend Tartuccio, but he has since departed, so we're going to need to keep looking for him. We met Jubilost here and helped him get his cart out of the river, but we need to speak to him and see what else he has to say. The gnome that stands before you wears dirty and ragged clothes. They used to look stylish and wealthy long ago, but those times are long gone. His black hair is matted, a deep fresh scratch across his cheek. Despite this rather pathetic look, the gnome behaves with inner dignity and even manages to maintain a superior manner.
Jubilost Narthroppel, at your grace's service. Your help with these kobolds and my almost drowned cart was timely indeed.
Glad we could help.
By the way, it's a shame no one organized a greeting party when such a famous and popular person as myself arrived to your capital. I wasn't expecting a red carpet covered with rose petals, but you could at least have sent ahead some delegation.
Oh, at least, yeah.
Oh, at least some of my servants are still alive. Do you know how much it costs to train a proper servant?
Let alone they wouldn't be alive. Jubilost jabbers too fast, never stopping even to take a breath. You can see he's piled up some emotions and just needs to get them out of his system.
Also, while I'm on that, I'd like to make an official announcement. The roads in your barony are in terrible condition. People must search for wading fords to cross the rivers because no one had bothered themselves with building bridges, and honest travelers have to take the risk of being attacked by kobolds at any moment.
That is kind of a tricky journey.
So, how did you say your barony was called? Whatever, never mind. When I draw the map of these lands, I will call them Maybe Local Baron Will Help. I guess it's a fitting name.
All right. The gnome fells silent at last. He just watches you with his shifty eyes, opening and closing his mouth, as if he wants to say something more, but hasn't come up with anything yet. Attack. I don't really like your manner of speaking.
So what? I don't like a lot of things. You know what I do when I don't like something? I try to change it. For example, I don't like your barony's roads, so I've reported to the authorities about it, namely, you. And as for you, instead of pouting, you better get down to business and try to resolve the trouble. I can see it's your first encounter with the freedom of speech. Just do what you consider right, and let others discuss it. You know, not everyone gets a chance to become a baron, so discussing a baron's actions is actually all the unlucky ones can do.
I don't really mind the freedom of speech.
Wow, a baron supporting freedom of speech. Well, that's news. Remains to be seen what you'll say after reading my article.
Mm-hmm. How did you know we were the Baron?
I've already told you I visited your capital some time ago. Weren't you listening to me? And I'm used to being greeted by officials when I arrive to settlements of at least some importance. The glory of myself and my exploits usually precedes me, and officials usually prefer to be on good terms with me.
Well, I didn't know you were coming.
Yes, you're right. I should have remembered that your lands are in the middle of nowhere, and you don't get updates on important things in time.
So, what happened here? How'd you end up in the river?
My party and I set up camp at the bank of this river. We'd just finished kindling the fire when that purple bastard appeared.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's a bastard.
You know what he told me? He introduced himself as the king of the kobolds and told me he needed our clothes because he wanted to dress his subjects properly, you see, as long as they've established the kingdom of their own. That's literally what he said. I wonder, where did he learn the words? Obviously, I told him to buzz off. So
Obviously.
Kobold wants to strut around wearing the clothes of the great cartographer Jubilost Narthroppel? No way.
So he's a map maker.
So I've been explaining my position to him, being rather eloquent too, suggesting he and his so-called kingdom might as well fall into the deepest sinkhole. In the meantime, I've noticed that kobolds have already started to untie my cart. Well, I called my men to keep the cart safe. They couldn't guess what to do on their own, just stood there with their mouths ajar. Then things heated up as the fighting started, and while we were fighting, the ponies dragged the cart to the river. Ah, stupid animal.
You said you were famous, but I don't know you. What are you famous for?
That was either a stupid and offensive joke or a case
That would
of
piss him
total
off.
ignorance. The latter, I hope. I'm famous as a traveler, a cartographer, an alchemist, and a journalist. The students of all the major universities study the world using my maps. My articles for different journals are well known everywhere, from Andorran to Brevoy. You've definitely read some issues of National Alchemy, haven't you?
Oh, right. Yeah, we've definitely been reading that. I was kind of hoping that he was a banker or someone that could become our treasurer.
Culinary Almanac of the Inner Sea?
That's your other publication?
Or the most scandalous one, The Independence, describing benefits and drawbacks of governments and regimes in different states?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't read any of these. Oh, well, don't answer that. I don't want to spoil my impression of your barony. It's spoiled enough already. It would be hard for me to write at least something positive otherwise.
Wait, the Jubilost Narthroppel? Author of the 14 and
She's
a half
heard of him.
eulogies to Pitax? Oh my, every student in the Academy of Grand Arts devoured your books, especially after King Aravetti banned them, tried you in absentia, and sentenced you to death.
Oh.
I see at least someone in this shabby barony has at least a rudimentary education, even if they got them in such a dubious establishment as the Pitax Academy of Grand Arts.
I was expelled for irreverence.
Ha! Is this so?
But they're going to get along
if it's
nicely.
true, then you just might not be beyond hope.
So what is a famous person like you doing that far from civilization?
I pursue two objectives. The first is to write an article on this new barony of yours for the Independence. The second is to draw a detailed map of the stolen lands. Before this barony appeared, it had been too dangerous to come here, but now an opportunity has appeared. Thanks to you, I must add. So, as you can see, the freedom of speech sometimes grants positive comments too. Anyway, I'm almost done with this journey. My article is practically ready, so is the map. All that's left to do now is to find an old dwarven outpost established here several centuries ago.
Is that the one Harim's looking for? What's this dwarven outpost you're searching
Your
for?
ignorance is stunning. You create a barony, and still you know nothing about the lands you own.
Well, we're getting there.
I'll have to enlighten you on the subject. You see, long ago there was a dwarven trade route crossing these lands. It connected Five Kings Mountains and the north. The route was so important to the dwarves that they were generous enough to set a number of outposts along it, manned with armed guardians to provide protection for the traders. One of these outposts must be somewhere nearby, lost and completely forsaken, but nothing can avoid the watchful eye of the great cartographer Jubilost Narthroppel. I will find this outpost, and I will mark its location on the map. You can trust me on that.
He'll find it and he'll mark it on the map. That's it. So are these the trolls that Kessel, I think that's his name, isn't it? Kessel talked to us about. Tell me, is this old dwarven outpost abandoned? Is it possible it's now used by trolls as a lair, for instance?
Why not? Dwarves like being underground, trolls like being underground too. It's quite possible after dwarves left, their warm and cozy place fell into the hands of less attractive creatures.
Well, do you want to help us out looking for this lair?
Well, you proved to be a capable companion in a case of emergency. I guess I can entrust you with covering my back. Let's go. I will send someone for my cart later.
Yeah, I was afraid this was going to come up. I don't know anything about him. Yeah, I don't really want you in my party here. Sorry. Sorry if I gave you the wrong idea. Is he going to head back to Tuskdale? Hopefully. Alright. Let's head to the other side of the river here and look at the rest of this area before we move on. So that's Jubilost. Jubilost. Hopefully we will run into him later. A lot of stuff here to loot. Let's take a look. Let's grab the important things. And we can pick up anything else when we leave. Probably need to camp, actually. I guess it depends if we're headed back to Tuskdale. Yeah, let's go ahead. Camp here by these wild horses. Just off the path here. Alright, let's take a look. What I think when I respec, I think we're gonna maybe have our main character go into world knowledge so that Lindsay can be our camp. She can do our camouflage, the stealth. I don't think we have, yeah, we have actually -2 for that. So we'll stay like this for the time being. I like that movement bonus if we can get that.
Watch where you're going in battle. If I say a monster is mine, then you find another one and don't
All right.
steal my glory.
Amiri.
I don't give a damn about glory. I just want the enemies dead, and quick. And after that, you can just tell everyone you slaughtered them all by yourself.
Okay, everything worked out that time. Didn't do very much hunting, but that's okay. Alright, everybody's refreshed. We can check out this top area before we move on. Oh, we do have more going on here. Some wolves. Let's move up here. Put that on. Yeah, I think I want to get this off of our quick bar. She does have some level 0 things. Anything that we're going to want to use. Potentially days, I guess. This Disrupt Undead, I wonder if that would heal her. No, I mean, I guess not. That's damage to undead. Okay. Go ahead and put that on. We got a big alpha wolf here. Alright. Let's have you wait. Ragongar. Go and get mirror image on. Alright, Daisy, let's actually put blur on Jaethal. Alright, then Amiri, you can get up here and attack this wolf. Nice crit for 44. Love it when she hits like that.
Repent.
Okay, now let's come in from the side with some fire. Almost took out those two little ones.
Unworthy.
I'll cut you.
Okay, back up, Lindsay. Take a shot at this one.
Serves you right.
They go down!
Your life is low.
There we go. We're just left with the big alpha. How about we blind it? No.
Wretched things.
Let's use some shocking grasp.
You deserved it.
What a
And all of a sudden, everybody's missing. How about some magic missiles?
Despicable.
die for me.
Any last wishes?
Bring it!
A lot of times it seems like we get to the end of a fight, we're down to
Become as dust.
one enemy, and all of a sudden nobody can hit.
Advance.
Alright, we're Gongar.
For me.
This is where I step in.
Tear them apart!
Repent.
We can do it.
There we go. Okay. Let's keep looking over here in this corner. We got a tree stump here with a ring. I think everybody's pretty good for rings of protection. Ring of protection +1. We keep wearing Tartuccio's ring. Or we flush that down the toilet since he's such a jerk. Everybody else has one of those. Alright, I guess we're good. I guess we're not going further down that way. From here, anyway. I guess they don't want us going that direction. Okay, so let's real quick check out this top corner. Oh, we do have more wolves. Yeah, Lindsay, let's get blur on her. We got some kobolds too. They're fighting the wolves.
They go down!
There's one less wolf. Okay, Jathal. The only thing about using her barrier is that she doesn't have the heals, but not too concerned about that yet, with these wolves at least. We try to take out the kobold or the wolf. They're all low level. Let's shoot at this wolf.
With all your might.
Ragongar is way out of position. Rim, you can move up here, and how about you give us a blessing? Let's see, Lindsay, now you can inspire us with competence. Now, can Emiria get over there? She can. Yeah, go ahead. Oh. Let's see if we can hypnotize. Oh, we can't reach. I guess can we do it on there, or does it have to be on an enemy? Centered on a target point. I think we can do it there. Yeah. Okay, Ragongar. Let's get you over there too. Nice. Get our circle moved up there, and then we can take a shot at this kobold.
Serves you right.
She's getting a few hits with that bow. Seems to be at least working as well as the crossbow was. Oh. Exploding wolves. That's gotta hurt.
Unworthy.
We won't falter.
So can we use coup de grace?
You're using it wrong.
Apparently not. Or maybe we're blocked from even getting to
I'll
it.
cut you. Your life ebbs low.
Okay, we kind of ganged up on that little kobold laying on the ground. Got a chest over here. Galt Ragout. Butter, mushrooms, and fowl. Here's some fowl. Soot blackened brand. Something for our storyteller. Alright, that's got to be about it here, I would think. Can't walk through there.
See
Oh,
something.
Request.
Torag's Pendant. A memento of times long past. So another thing for storyteller. Okay. I think we've cleared out this map. I guess we didn't walk clear up to the edge over here. Let's be thorough. Let's head back down there. Or maybe we can't get over there. I don't think we can. We've been up here. Okay. Alright. We're done at this area. So we don't know what happened to Tartuccio. See anything we want? Oh, that crossbow's decent. I don't know, I guess all this stuff would add up, but I don't feel like messing with it. So, we could head back to Tuskdale. I'm curious about Jubilost. I kind of want to just get back so I can look at his character and maybe see. I guess we could maybe see here. Oh, we're not within our borders here. Okay. Now I can't remember about some of these areas that I know we've been to. But I can't remember if we completed them. Like I know Ratna Kill is where those were-rats were that we had trouble with. Or was that Riverine Rise? Can't remember. Alright, let's head back to Tuskdale. Let's go to the... Actually, let's stop by the square. Probably have a few things to sell. And then we'll go to the throne room. Or maybe we'll see if we can find Jubilost. I suppose we can probably look at his character sheet from here, if he's here. Yeah, he is. Chaotic Neutral Gnome Alchemist. Renowned explorer, his quick and curious mind led Jubilost to the stolen lands. He wanted to witness with his own eyes how our new nation flourishes, and left Absalom itself to do so. Renowned explorer, famous author, and all-around extraordinary person, he must have written this himself. Jubilost, Narthroppel, has one other special talent. He can infuriate practically anyone he speaks with. He is stealthy. I don't really see him taking the place of Lindsay, though. I don't know an alchemist. What are his abilities? Does he do like grenades and stuff? Alchemist bomb. That could be interesting. But I'm starting to feel kind of locked into the group that we've got. And maybe once, I mean, if I ever do another playthrough of this, which is possible, we can plan ahead to include some of these other people that we're meeting. But I think her buffs and things are too important. So if anything, maybe we could swap him in for like Ragongar. If for some reason we wanted somebody that was more ranged. Or a Miri, I suppose. If Jathel's gonna tank, I feel like we want Hariam with us, and I feel pretty locked into Lindsay. And I like Amiri and Ragongar, so probably gonna leave this guy for another time, but maybe he can help out with our kingdom duties. Doesn't sound though like he's treasure material. Oh, do you know anything about the ancient dwarven fortress in these lands? Nothing at all, your grace. 3 dwarf clans used to live in these lands. The Waradash, the Langabuk, and the Skjedj. My family is Skjedj, but we moved off to Mivon 200 years ago, together with Aldori, fleeing from the Conqueror. Our grandfathers made a safe bet that the Sword Lords would need swords. Anyhow, neither me nor even my father have ever been to the old fortress. I vaguely remember from grandfather's stories that the Langabuk stronghold was supposed to be somewhere nearby, but no, I'd have no idea where to look for it. You look sort of unusual for a dwarf, I guess. You expect to see a beard. Oh, he's too clean shaven, I guess, huh? No offense, but what's the point of a beard, especially when you're a blacksmith and working with fire? You burn it once, dip it into lightning oil, and catch a spark from the forge, and your beard is history. You're better off without one. That sounds fair. What are you reading? Well, some of these questions sometimes seem really random. Different things. It's nice to take a rest with a good book. Just now, it's Valor and Honor. 10 Adventures of the Splendid Willis Gunderson in Absalom. Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm a blacksmith. My father was a blacksmith. My grandfather was a blacksmith, and his grandfather too. Besides, every one of them were remarkably fertile, so I have plenty of cousins, second cousins, third cousins, and all of them are blacksmiths too. Pretty much all the weapons in Mivon were forged by someone from our family. That's why I moved away from the old home grounds. My skills are more useful here, that's for sure. Alright, let's look at your goods. We've got some things to sell. I think we can get rid of this. And then these are antiquities. We read this. We can sell that. I know I've got a library here of things to read now. We've got 2 of these. Well, we don't need to carry around 2. Same here with this one. I guess we could put the books that we read into our stash. I don't know if there's any reason to save them. Could sell them for a little bit of gold. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Let's read this since we're here. Shadows of Absalom by Pax Grimetra. Nuan Quant peeped through a slit in the window shutter. The visitor was staggering at the porch. Nuan had promised himself many centuries ago that he'd never have to deal with halflings again after the case of the clockwork head. Even the bleaching is better than some adventures. Oh, we read about the bleaching. However, there was something disturbing in the visitor's appearance. Something was wrong. What do you say, Kexi? His assistant sat at the next window with yarn and knitting needles in her hands. Look at his clothes. They're secondhand. He's a hobo. He is, but you're not quite right. Look at his feet. Kexi looked, trying to make out at least something in faint light of the lantern above the door. Are those? He was shackled? Rather than answering, the gnome stepped toward the door. We shall need a doctor. As if to prove his words, so it doesn't even always show us that there's more here. As if to prove his words, the guest faltered and collapsed onto his knees and fell headfirst onto the doorstep. I also can't remember, like that one seems a little familiar, like I might have read that already. Still got Staglord's father's note. Guess we hang on to that. Got lots of milk and meat and flour. Alright. Sell that stuff. Then we've got some armor to get rid of. I don't think we need this. Alright. I think I'll probably get to the point eventually where I know which of these scrolls we're never going to use. We could sell some of that stuff too. Potions. Okay. Let's head into our throne room. See if the storyteller wants any of the stuff we picked up recently. Anything worthy of a story? How interesting. A coin from a non-existent country when Coral the Conqueror mastered Rostland. I haven't claimed it for Brevoy. We've had these before. 200 for that. Symbol of Torag. I think we've had those before too. Here's something truly impressive. These items once belonged to a dwarven smith, and they wish to tell us their story. But too much has been lost, too much forgotten. The story of this smith eludes me. Please find the rest of the 5 missing items and return them to me as soon as you can. Okay, so we've got to find some more dwarven relic pieces. This. Soot blackened brand. So we need... I don't know if there's 5 total or 5 more that we need to find. This diamond dust apparently has a use for some spells. I wonder how many of these scorched fragments of a necklace there are. Got 6 of them. Oh, we need to read this recipe. Okay. Alright. Amiri's hanging out in here.
Onwards.
Let's see what we've got here. We had another one with an X here before. Still don't know what the different colored exclamation marks mean on these either. Troubled lands. Will expire on 1 Rova. Wow, so I need to learn my Pathfinder months to know when that will be. Barony is said to be a breeding ground for bandits, brawlers, and cutthroats. Perhaps one of your advisors should set aside these rumors and assure the people that the guard is able to protect them. D20 plus question mark? Like if we put a Miri in there, 75% chance. Was that like just a roll there? Or that's, no, that +6 was her military bonus. So he's got a little bit better chance. +3 loyalty on success. +3 to military on success. We've also got these we can use. One of those takes it to 100. Military or loyalty is decent. Maybe we would use this military bonus. Let's go ahead and use one of these. Now, Harim was working on something that was like 45 days. There we go. Okay, he's still working on that. Oh, here's our other things. Okay, so we've got events and then we've got projects. What's this other event? A Fey magician visited a settlement and made everyday things come to life. The people seem to be more frightened than amused by the minor and generally harmless anomaly. What do they want us to do? Yeah, I need to learn my calendar, I guess. I was at the 9th month. We're in the 8th month. We have till the 9th month. So we got to get on it if we're going to do it. He's busy. Tristan could do this. We want to use one of those. I don't know how rare they are. get a bonus to loyalty if we succeed. Doesn't feel like a huge concern. Like, I don't know if I want to spend one of these. Our loyalty is in decent shape. Let's go ahead and put him on that. And what else do we have? Okay, this is that observatory. We don't have... Harim's busy, he can't... We have till the 10th month for this. So I don't know if he's going to be done in time to even start on that. 44 days. I guess we're at the beginning of the 8th month. So he'll be done mid 9th month. Yeah. Huh. This almost sounds more dire than studying that curse. We can cancel and get back some build points. I don't know. We made that decision. Let's just stick with it. But the events seem a little more important maybe than the projects. A group of volunteers have arrived from Brevoy. They're looking to help bring order to these lands. People would make welcome reinforcement for the guards if they could be persuaded to join the ranks. Okay, I remember hearing about this or reading this. He's busy. I wish we could get some more people involved here. And we don't have long on this one. Okay, well, we'll deal with our consequences of our choices, I guess. So... this one has an X on it. Because nobody is available? But... we also don't have anybody here. It does not have an X on it. We go back to... like, why isn't that one X'd out? Is that, yeah, oh, can he, is he a treasurer? He is. Okay. So we can put him in there. So I wonder, well... now... now that one's got an X and this one doesn't. The heck? Oh, now he's available, so... I still don't get that. I mean, now... this seems correct. Maybe it was just kind of a bug before. So, Jubilost can do this. Not a lot of chance for success. Bonus to economy. That seems maybe a little better place to spend these. Well, let's not go overboard with those. Okay. So, I wonder when another region becomes available. Is it just after we've explored enough of it, maybe? So maybe we want to like focus on Gnarl Marches here. North Gnarl Marches. I wonder if we need to like clear the whole area first. Okay. So let's check in here. We don't have any build points. We could buy some. Got things under construction. Let's check Tuskdale real quick. We're still building the brewery, watchtower, in the wall here. Okay. I guess we haven't really done a lot since we started those projects. Okay. Well, I feel like everything there is going decently. Let's get rested up. And we'll be ready to take on whatever's next. Let's look at the journal. I haven't checked in here for a while. Oh, the attacks on our barony have stopped. Did we win? We'll have to wait for news to arrive. And we cleared out that bald hilltop. We still need to deal with the trolls. First, we need to learn more about them. Renowned explorer. This is about Jubilost. The gnome we saved turned out to be a celebrity. He's none other than Jubilost Narthroppel himself, a famous traveler and explorer, the author of 3 monographs, 17 guidebooks. Yeah, Lindsay's really taken with this guy. 2 cookbooks, several hundred scientific publications, and 1 romance novel, which I'm sure she has not read, published under a pen name. Nowadays, he's creating a map of the stolen lands, and he's sure that somewhere around here, there's a long-lost dwarven outpost that trolls may have taken up residence in. It's high time someone recovered whatever's been lost there. Onwards, we've got some searching to do. Okay, so I guess the troll... Oh, these are all related. So somehow the nymph's reward is related to the trolls. So maybe next time we need to go visit her and see if she can tell us more about what's going on with the trolls. And then, so Harim's request about the Dwarven Road is maybe different from what Jubilost is looking for? I don't know. Loyal servants. I have a feeling that just 5 leaders won't make a real council. I hope the Baron can find a few more positions in his government or come up with some. So maybe we're going to get some more spots for leaders. And we need to keep adding land. Okay. All right. We are ready to take on whatever's next. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.